Thousands of farmers took to the streets of London earlier this week to protest changes to inheritance tax, which they say could threaten their way of life. My name is Jack Revis and welcome to this week's episode of Tax Tidbits, where from April 2026, farms worth over £1 million, which were previously tax-free to pass down, will face a 20% inheritance tax. While the government claims it will only affect the wealthiest estates, farming groups argue that it could hit tens of thousands of farms, most of which are cash poor despite being land rich. As a result, many farmers are worried they will have to sell their land to cover this bill. Protesters, including Jeremy Clarkson, called the changes unfair and damaging, with some saying it could end family farming as we know it. Rising costs and shrinking subsidies have already left many farmers struggling, and they say this tax is the final straw. Homebase has gone into administration, putting 2,000 jobs on the line after its owner, Hilco, failed to find a buyer for the struggling DIY chain. There is some good news as the company behind the range is stepping in to buy up to 70 stores and the Homebase brand, which will save around 1,600 jobs. However, 49 stores are still in limbo as administrators try to find buyers. Homebase has faced tough times with falling customer spending, high inflation, supply chain problems, and competition from budget chains like B&M. Though many of its stores will be turned into the range, Homebase will live online. Council tax bills in England are set to increase by up to 5% next April, meaning the average household could pay over £100 more. This cap was set by the previous government, and it has now been confirmed that the cap will remain unchanged. Councils that offer social care can rise up to 5%, while others are capped at 3% unless they get special approval or hold a public vote. The government has said this will help councils deal with financial pressures and will raise an extra £1.8 billion for local services. The first cold weather payments have been triggered for this winter after the average temperature in parts of Cumbria and Northumberland were reported at 0 degrees or less for 7 days in a row. Cold weather payments are designed to help people with heating costs during freezing weather between November and March. If you receive certain benefits like pension credit or universal credit, you will receive £25 for every week the temperature drops to or stays below 0 in your local area. The money should be paid into your account automatically, so you don't need to do anything. UK inflation jumped to 2.3% in October, up from 1.7% in September, mainly due to higher energy bills. Households are now paying around £149 more a year for their gas and electricity, with the next price cap expected to be announced next Friday. Energy prices are still rising, though slower than before, but inflation is now officially over the Bank of England's 2% target, which may keep interest rates higher for longer. Thank you once again for joining us in this week's episode of Tax Tidbits. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. We'll see you next week.